Hey, what's up guys? Today I wanted to share a cool little trick or kind of extend a little bit of the rhythmic sort of stuff that we've been working on, but more importantly this goes under the kind of phrasing and articulation category, but a lot of it has to do with kind of a little bit of rhythmic control, but more in terms of where you place your pick, similar to how we were practicing adding the pick onto just various subdivisions just musically versus then what's physically normal. This kind of comes into play where we can kind of control where we actually put the accents on with the pick. Obviously, it's going to be very different if you need to do like hybrid picking or if you play with your fingers, but when it comes to the pick, it's got a certain sound versus for instance, like legato is sort of a thing. And to kind of be able to execute this exercise, you need to be comfortable about doing hammer-ons from nowhere, which is basically when you move on to another string, there's no activity on that next string, and so it kind of needs to come from nowhere. So for instance, that's the kind of quickest example to show that right now on the A string, there's nothing happening. And then it's actually harder than you might think to just press it out from nowhere. Doing normal hammer-ons is way easier. Anyway, so this exercise will emphasize playing on the offbeats. So every other, you're actually going to accent with the pick. And just because of the nature with the sort of legato versus the picking, it's going to enforce a kind of forward motion that's not present if you're doing just consistent notes. And a very easy way to get started with this exercise is just accenting the offbeats on just like any kind of scale. You could do a 3-note per string scale, you could do just any kind of scale boxes or anything that you've worked on before. So in G, it would be you could obviously, I highly suggest you to just take it up to different shapes of G. And after that, just kind of take it to any kind of phrasing that you would want or any lines. Terrible example, but you kind of get the gist of it. The kind of point is to be able to just use the pick whenever you want that effect of a certain accented note or subdivision. It could be, you could kind of phrase across the bar line with a pick, and it's more kind of subtle, and it doesn't sound like an actual kind of like hemiola sort of a thing, although that can be very, very cool. This is just a slight little effect to kind of create that forward motion, which is very cool, especially in like scalar patterns, or you could even do, say, a chromatic run. And it just gives another kind of driving force to just any of your lines. Anyways, let me know if you like this little tip or exercise, or if it's something that you've done before. And aside from that, just make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace.